just turn on to page number 98. Now this question is an exercise question from the textbook itself. On page number 98, this question is question number 4.6. If you have turned to the page 98, you can just have a look at the question. Now moving on, if you have had a look on the question, you can see that you have to calculate payback period and profitability index in the question. Now here, this is how you calculate payback period in this particular situation. Now as you can see, in the classroom we had a discussion that payback period is calculated in two situations. First, again, where cash inflows are even, and the second where cash inflows are uneven. As you can see in the question, for both project A and B, the cash flows are uneven. And since the cash inflows are uneven, we will calculate cumulative. So this is how we calculate the cumulative for project A and project B. We will make the table. First column will be year, second will be cash inflow of project A, the third column will be cumulative of cash inflow of project A, then cash inflow of project B, and cumulative of cash inflow of project B. Then this is the cash inflow which is given in the question, and we will just calculate the cumulative of cash inflow of project A. The first will be nil, second will be 60,000, third will be 60,000 plus 2,64,000, and so on and so forth. Similarly, these are the cash inflows given in the question for project B, and this is the cumulative of project B that we have calculated. Now moving on, now we will calculate the payback period of project A and project B. So this is how it is calculated. The cash outflow given for project A in the question is rupees 2,70,000, and similarly for project B it is 4,80,000 rupees. So payback period, if you remember, is actually the time period in which we get the initial investment back. So here is how it is calculated. 2,70,000, we will look in the cumulative table that where we are recovering 2,70,000 rupees. So as you can see, 2,70,000 will be recovered somewhere in between second and third period, that is year 2 and year 3. So here, if we can see, we will basically, what we will do, if we can see in the year 2, we get 60,000 rupees as cash inflow. So this whole 60,000 rupees will be recovered first in 2,70,000 rupees, and the balance will then be recovered from the next cash inflow. So this is how is payback period is calculated. It will be 2 plus 2 because 60,000 will be recovered fully from 2,70,000, and the remainder, the balance, it will be recovered from year 3. So 2 plus then 270 minus 60,000. This is the balance that we have to recover from the next cash inflow, that is from the year 3. And then it will be divided by year 3 amount. This is the division of year 3 amount because this is actually the cash inflow from where we will recover the remainder of 2,70,000 in the question. So after solving the same equation, we will get 2.8 years, and this 2.8 years is the payback period. Similarly for project B, the payback period will be calculated. Here you can see the cash outflow is basically 4,80,000 rupees, and if we search for this particular value here in the cumulative table, we can see that in year 3 we are recovering the exact full amount of the cash outflow, which is the initial investment given in the question. So here we can directly write over here that 3 years will be basically taken for project B to recover the initial investment back. So this 3 years is the payback period in the case of project B. The second part says to calculate profitability index. Now the formula for profitability index is present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow. Now here you can see, first we will calculate the present value for the particular project A and project B. So present value will be calculated at 16%. This 16% rate is already given in the question. So at 16%, we will calculate the present value factor, project A, project B. So these are the years 1 to 5. Present value factor at 16%, we will write the present value factors of 1 to year 5. Now this is the present value of A and present value of B. So here we will just have a simple multiplication of the cash inflow of project 1, project A, with the present value factor of year 1. So if you can see in the question, the first cash inflow of project A, it is nil. Therefore, the value over here will be nil. The second value, cash inflow of year 2 for project A, 60,000. The next amount will be 60,000 multiplied by 0.743, and then the result will be 44,580. Similarly, the other present value of other cash inflows will be calculated for project A, and similarly it will be calculated for project B. The next step is to have a summation of present value of project A and present value of project B. So as discussed, profitability index, the formula is summation of present value of cash inflow divided by summation of present value of cash outflow. So here in this case, the summation of present value of cash inflow for project A, it is 3,96,028 rupees. So this amount will be divided by the present value of cash outflow, which is 2,70,000 given in the question. So 1.467 will be the profitability index of project A. Similarly, for project B, the profitability index will be calculated, where the summation of present value of cash inflow is 5,78,184 divided by the present value of the cash outflow given in the question, which is 4,80,000, and 1.205 is the profitability index for project B. So this is how you calculate the payback period and profitability index in capital budgeting techniques. Now moving on, this is the third type of question which you can see on your screens. This particular example is for calculating average rate of return, that is ARR, which is one of the technique of non-discounting methods of capital budgeting. Now this particular example is again given in your book at page number 61. If you could turn your book page number 61 in your books, you can find this particular example. Now here there is one question which is mentioned over here previously on page number 60, right side column, last paragraph, last third line. It is, for example, ABC Limited takes a project costing rupees 1,20,000 with expected life of 5 years and salvage value of 20,000. So this is the same example that I have basically solved over here to have an explanation that how ARR is calculated and derived in capital budgeting. So here in this situation, we have to calculate ARR, and basically the formula of ARR that we have actually discussed was ARR is equal to annual profit after taxes divided by average investment in the project multiplied by 100. So in this case, we have to calculate the numerator and the denominator. So first we will be calculating the denominator, which is average investment. This A over here is average, and this is average investment calculation. The formula for average investment is half initial cost plus installation expenses minus salvage value plus salvage value. So here in this question, the values are already given. So we will just put the value in the formula. Half initial cost, which is 1,20,000, minus salvage value, which is 20,000, and plus 20,000, which is the salvage value added again. Then the amount will be 70,000 rupees. Now to continue, in the same question, it is also mentioned that working capital is additionally been basically put in the investment, and the working capital amount is given as rupees 20,000. Then the average annual profits are also given after taxes, which is 18,000 rupees. So here in this situation, we will just again calculate average investment with the formula half initial cost plus installation expenses minus salvage value plus working capital. So just putting in the values, half 1,20,000 minus 20,000, this is the salvage value, plus 20,000 the salvage value, and plus 20,000, this is the working capital. The new amount of average investment is 90,000 rupees. Now we have already given in the question the average annual profit after taxes, which is 18,000. So there is no need to calculate it. We will just directly put the values in the formula. ARR is equal to annual profit after taxes divided by average investment into 100. So annual profit given in the question is 18,000. 18,000 divided by average investment, which is 90,000 calculated above, multiplied by 100. So ARR is 20%. Now this is how you calculate ARR in capital budgeting decisions. Now after this tutorial, basically we have discussed how to solve the question of IRR, we have discussed how to solve NPV, we have discussed the solution of ARR, we have also discussed the solution of payback period and also profitability index. That is, we have covered all the techniques of discounting and non-discounting methods for evaluating capital budgeting decisions. So after this particular session, for a practice based on this tutorial, practice solved examples which is given in your book, which is 4.3, 4.4, 4.6, 4.7, 4.13 and 4.14. Now after the practice of these solved examples, now all of you will be able to understand and you will be able to solve all the questions, numerical questions based upon the various types of capital budgeting techniques. Good day.